Okay, so the setup is very simple. You open the extensions. You click on this extensions icon. Click on the all shortcuts extension. Read this. Go through it. Next, next, next. Finish. Now you can see there are a few shortcuts that are configured by default. A few of them you have to set it up. So you click on configure shortcuts. It will take you to this window. Now this is a place where you can set shortcuts for all of these commands. I have mentioned some recommended shortcuts. I suggest you use these. So what you have to do is you click on this. So there are some recommended shortcuts which I have mentioned below every command. I suggest you use these. What you do is click on this edit button and then just press the shortcut recommended. Alt M here, Alt G here, Alt V here, Alt T here, Alt T, Alt T. And to activate the shortcut, you can set something like Alt X. So whenever you press Alt X, pop-up shows up. You can quickly refer uh, all these shortcuts, and you can see the extension has started to work. Now let's say you want to close all these tabs and start afresh with a new tab. You can do that by pressing Alt G. All these tabs close and a new fresh tab opens. Let's say I want to duplicate this tab. The usual way to do this is right click and then duplicate. But with all shortcuts, you can press Alt D to duplicate a tab. See, let's say you want to create a new tab to the right, not all the way to the end, to the right. So the usual way to do this is right click, new tab to the right. With all shortcuts, you can press Alt R to create a new tab to the right. Alt R. Okay, so let's say you want to quickly jump to the search field, right? So you can do that. Some websites have their own shortcuts, but it's not consistent across different websites. So when you press Alt S using the shortcut, it will quickly focus your cursor on the search field. It works on YouTube, it works on Reddit, it works on ChatGPT, Amazon, Prime Video, all the popular websites. It works. Let's say you want to pin this tab. Let's say you really like this tab and you want to pin this tab. You can do so by pressing Alt P. You can pin and unpin using Alt P. So that tab. Now, many a times what happens is I'm playing a video on some website and I want to mute this
Turns
website,
the key press.
right? The usual way to do this is right click mute site. You can press Alt M to mute the site, Alt
So if I
M to
press the
unmute.
control,
You can toggle mute and
it says
unmute
control
if
went.
you press Alt M. Now, a lot of times what happens is I juggle between two different tabs, right? Let's say Twitter, this, this, back and forth. And so I have to manually click to the last used tabs. But if you press Alt T, you can quickly juggle between the last used tab. You can quickly switch to the last used tab. Let's say I click a new tab, Alt T, Alt T, Alt T. So yeah, that's a very useful shortcut. Now, many times, what you want to do is quickly create a post, right? Let's say be it on Twitter, or let's say you want to compose a new mail, focus your cursor on the input field and ChatGPT, create a new video, create a new post on Peerless or on Reddit, right? So there's no uniform shortcut for this. If you press Alt W, you can quickly create a post on Twitter, Alt W to quickly write a mail, Alt W would also focus your cursor on the input field. Alt W, you can create a video on YouTube. Alt W, Alt W. So you get it, right? Alt W stands for write or compose. Now let's say I'm on this page, okay? I'm in this scrollable page, and I want to quickly go to the bottom of the page. I can press Alt V to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, and if I press Alt U, I can scroll back up to the top of the page. Alt V to scroll back down, Alt U to scroll up.